mad for mad. I can go Hulk and smash. You can get all my raps. Better not cross my path. I'm just mad. I'm big mad. We stay mad. Cause we mad.
Good evening. What is going on? You were tuned into the Mad Ones Live. This is your boy, Professor Tony, alongside your guy, Boogaloo Jones. What's going on?
No, not today, Tyson. I see your ass in the comments already.
But I'm on to sleep the most. Got you.
Yeah, not today, Tyson.
All right, man.
What's going on?
So, man. We got to be talking about the all generations over here in the maps, right? We got millennials to Gen Xers. I think some even Gen Z. But I would say this, man. Boomers. A lot of people are mad at y'all, and we're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over why. And man, when I tell you something, look, it is not really the boomers' fault. Now, the boomers did have this. I ain't saying it's like they ain't have no say so on how they acted and all that good stuff and how things turned out the way things turned out. But I'm saying the government had a big part in that. But I'm gonna show you why everybody's blaming them right now, and then we're gonna go to what really happened. And then it's funny how it affected us too, bro. Like some of the policies the government made. Right, I don't want to like just give it away right now, but when we look at it, you can be like, "Damn!" So that's why we had to do that. That's some bullshit, bro. That's how I'm telling you, man. Like when you see this, all right. So you know,
blaming my mom and them. This messed up. I don't like this.
Hey, millennials was raised by millennials was raised by
them. This ain't right, man. I can't blame them folks. Yeah, I'm blaming mom and dad. Here we go.
Yeah, what up, Jeff? What up, Tice? What up, Charlie? What's going on, Will?
See you.
All right.
Keep it playing while something to the players say. Boy, check. The resume is risky business in the A.
What happened in the A? Is there something else happened in the A, man?
What the hell happened in Atlanta? I don't damn know.
Something else happened.
I don't know what that happened in Atlanta. Jeff Tyler Warren really broke.
Well, okay. So there's a lot of people mad at the boomers. And I mean, let me show you. Let me show you some of these posts that these people say about these boomers, man. So if you go over here, we got where are we at? All right, so let's go up here. Look at all these people just talking about baby boomers. They blaming baby boomers. Baby boomers are a cancer to our society. They spend all their free time from retirement lobbying against any of all forms of development, including housing and public infrastructure, because it would dilute the value of the resources they are hoarding. F all the baby boomers. Now, no, they do have the most political power. They are the largest voting. We don't. One thing is because young people don't vote. Number two is baby boomers have a huge population. It's the baby boom, and they're going to vote for their interest. They're not voting for their kids' interest, and they ain't voting for their grandchildren's interest. They voting for their own interest, right? And a lot of you're going to see people also complaining about the fact that now, if you look at the silent generation came before the baby boomers. They lived through the Depression and all that good stuff, right? And they wanted to make sure that their baby boomer children had everything.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that kind of started a problem right there, right? And they also wanted to make sure their kids were successful. They didn't want them to go through the Depression like they did. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that kind of started this selfishness problem. As people you're going to start seeing a pattern of everybody saying that the baby boomers are selfish. And we get to the point where they are only thinking about themselves. And they have most of the wealth. It's going to be when the baby boomers pass, it's going to be the biggest wealth transfer in history. You understand that? That's how much money they have in comparison to other generations. So they got the largest voting block and all the money right now.
So everybody else is
struggling.
Their interest is Medicare and Medicaid. Yeah, you're right, Tyson.
Yeah.
Hey, can't be mad at them, no.
Yeah, that's true. But so for them saying, you gotta think too, man. The silent generation was teaching their baby boomers how to do everything, bro. If they daddy knew how to fix a car, they took the time to teach their kid, which was a baby boomer, how to fix a car. But look at what happened when the baby boomers, they knew how to fix a car. They ain't teach their son how to fix the car, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Hey, man.
I'm saying they knew how to do handiwork around the house. They didn't take the time like they did with they daddy did with them to teach them how to fix the house. You get what I'm saying? Hey, look, my dad knew how to play the drums. He didn't teach me how to play the drums.
Hey,
I'm just saying. I was like, damn. I was like, dang, you know how to play the drums? Why you ain't teach me? Oh, I didn't think you wanted to. What? What do you mean? That would have helped me out when I was producing.
Yeah, that would have helped you out.
What do you mean? You knew how to play the drums. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? But it's I got a homeboy. His daddy knew how to fix cars. Didn't even try to show him how to fix the car. Right? Knew how to do HVAC, plumbing, all type of stuff. Didn't even kind of show him. You get what I'm saying? So it's different. Thank you. Right? It's different. Different. All right. So today I'm gonna play it sporadically so I don't miss anybody's avatars, because every time I always be like, "Where my avatar?" I forget. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna get Dre, Big Dre in the building.
This man went outside during the solar eclipse, came back with superpowers. Now he lifts up his car just for fun. Y'all show some love for the newest big spender, Andre.
All right, I'm gonna spread them out so we can get all the information now. I'm gonna spread them on out. I'm gonna play them. I got y'all. All right. So, but yeah, they didn't take the time to teach them nothing. So now these people are complaining. They mad, right? They are mad at the baby boomers. Also, baby boomers are also mad too because they're not having any grandkids. They didn't get to have the ones that wanted them. There, a lot of them aren't having grandkids. But if you look at the chart, bro, look at this chart. So if you look at this chart in the 1800s, we went from 7 births per woman. That's crazy, book. In the 1800s. But you know the thing though. You know the thing is 7 kids, all of them didn't survive. So yeah, even though they gave birth to 7, maybe they would have ended up with 2 or 3, maybe 4, right? But all those kids didn't survive. But if you look at this, it's a steady downward trend.
They say you freezing
this
up.
is kind of scary because we were talking about going to extinction levels here in America.
You heard me.
Look, it's only going down except for this baby boom. What'd you say, Book?
They say you freezing up. Ty say normally they say your internet freezing up.
Ooh, I'm freezing up.
That was Ty said. Yeah, your internet freezing up. So
what?
Yeah.
What? I don't see. I don't even see it freezing on my end. It's weird.
You sound like a robot a second ago. You want to sound like a robot.
Oh, okay. Am I freezing up now?
Now?
Okay. Now I was saying that if you look at this chart, it's showing us the amount of children we were having per woman or per couple, right? So one woman was having 7 kids in the 1800s, right? But the thing is, in the 1800s, all those kids wouldn't survive. So they might have gave birth to 7 and maybe 3 will survive, maybe 4, but a lot of times that kid didn't survive. So that's common to give birth to 7, but a lot of them didn't survive. All right. And also you wanted to have more babies and more kids because you was working on a farm. That was more hands that would help you out, help the family out. Right? Made sense. But as we get to the 20th century, right? And in the 21st century, it went down. But if you see right here in the middle of the 20th century, right here in the 1960s, we had a baby. Look at it, had a sharp spike up. After the war, everybody came home, started having sex and having babies. then it crashed back down. And we're on the downward. It went up again in the 2000s. This must be the teen mom. Remember when teen mom was popular?
Yeah.
That must be the teen mom phenomenon going on right around here in the early 2000s, right? A lot of teenagers were having kids, and then now it's plummeting again because the teenagers aren't having kids; they're having way more abortions. So we're on a downward trend. But the baby boomers brought a lot of problems when they were born. So from the beginning, they were bringing problems, bro. Right. So let's go to people talking about these boomers and why they feel a certain way about these boomers, right? So let's just hear a couple of these things, and then we're gonna go over it, and we're gonna go over how it's not exactly the baby boomers' fault. The government set this all up, bro. They set it all up. They've been social engineering for a long time. Okay.
There's like a trend of millennials cutting off their parents because baby boomer parents don't really involve themselves in their children's life to a period of inconvenience. For the average person's childhood, like they were at their grandparents a lot. They were being watched a lot. Yeah. They were being toted around by their grandparents a lot. And so the millennials are having children and they're okay, my parents are going to have the same relationship I had with my grandparents, which always being.
Hey, were you with your grandma?
And that's funny because we all was at my grandma. And all my cousins was at grandma's house. That's the funny part about it.
All right, let's see if being selfish. A lot of people saying that this is true. Hey, I don't know.
At their home, always around, always this. And then they call their parents for anything, the baby boomer parents, and everything's an inconvenience. You know, watching the children is an inconvenience. I got stuff going on. I'm still living my life. I'm not stopping. And your mom was even saying she had talked to someone that said, you know, when my children have grandchildren, I'm not stopping my life for them. Right. You know, and I said, okay, well, that is the fruit. Right. When the kids kind of start, there's a trend for millennials of putting their feet down with their parents to say, hey, you can't talk to my kids this way, or when you have my kids, please respect and, you know, give them this type of diet or whatever. And then the baby boomer parents are like, I'm doing whatever I want, when I want, how I want. There's like a trend of millennials cutting off their parents because
the baby boomers that stuff is like, I don't care what food you feed them. I'm gonna give them whatever I want. And if I do watch them, I ain't trying to watch them little badass kids.
We would hell, that was the best place to go with grandma's house. I don't know. That's the baby that I don't know. You know, we all used to be down there. Grandma made sure you gonna cook breakfast, good dinner, got all kind of stuff. Hey, grandma's house was always good fun to go to. When we were kids, so.
Oh, let's see what else they blame for, and then we're gonna go to. People are blaming them for all type of things, man.
So now let me explain to you.
I thought this was a baby boomer right here.
Suck.
Maybe he's Gen X.
For three main reasons. The first is that they're the most selfish generation in human history. Second is that they're going to be the longest living generation in human history. And the third is that they want to maintain the empire. All right. So let me go. All right.
So I do agree with the maintaining the empire, because that's another thing. The silent generation, the ones before the baby boomers. Remember, at 50, they was like, all right, let me teach you everything because I'm going to retire. I'm going to get you to take over the company. Right now, these fools ain't retiring. They ain't stopping, bro. They dying in their chairs, bro. They dying working. They like, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could retire, but they don't want to. And then they don't teach you nothing to take their spot. So it's like a log jam. People can't move up. And then people that are graduating can't get a job because they still sitting in that same job for 40 years. You get what I'm saying? So there is something going on where back in the day, they would train the next generation to take over and they would relax, retire, right? Where now they're like, I ain't giving up no power. So I understand what he's saying right there. Cause look at politics, bro. Look at Mitch McConnell, bro. I think the man just had a stroke. He's still up there. Nancy Pelosi could barely walk.
But get what though?
She looked like a damn.
It's funny you say that because the young politicians.
Joe Biden walking the wrong way off the stage. You know what I'm saying? What
my brother to that though, Tony, the young politicians crazy. The one just set herself on fire. Then talking about she don't want to die. And she still
wait. No, she didn't purposely set herself on fire. No, don't do it like that. But Man, that sounds like some foul play going on right there. That's another thing.
This is talking about she don't want to die. Well, what
Yeah,
you
the
set
government.
this shit on fire for? You
Yeah, the
don't wanna
government shut down right now.
Yeah, they shut down. Because they keep blaming each other. Glad they ain't got no government job right now. Them folks still
But
got to go
yeah,
to work without getting
and
paid.
that's part of that selfishness that they talking about, Dre. Yeah, they feel like you ain't good as me. I know everything. That's a problem that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's see where else he going with this.
One by one. Baby boomers are selfish. Everyone knows this. They had the most luxurious life. But the problem is that if you always lived a life of comfort and security and prosperity, you become a selfish individual because you think you deserve all this. Okay. The other thing is that the baby boomers have a religion, and it's an achievement. It's an ethos of achievement and accumulation. The more, the better. The bigger, the better. The more money I have, the better. The longer I live, the better. I need to accumulate and accumulate and achieve in order to signify my value, my worth. And their greed, their selfishness is going to kill their children. Okay, so that's the first thing. Baby boomers are extremely selfish. And that by itself is not really a problem. The problem is they're not dying.
Yeah, like he want the people to die.
And I can understand why. Okay? Because at home, I'm living with my dad, and my dad is in his early 80s. And as I said previously, he's had this terrible life. 10 years ago, he got diagnosed with Parkinson's. 5 years ago, he had a bathroom, and now he's paralyzed. And we really thought 5 years ago that was it. He had a few months to live, but he's still going. And so he has Parkinson's. He's basically paralyzed. And
is he saying he wants dad to die?
Basically, that's what he's
that's
saying.
life.
This motherfucker crazy.
All his life, he's worked slave wages, minimum wage, and now he's collecting a very generous pension from the Canadian government. It's free money for him. He has access to the best
He's
health
making
care.
good money right now.
Honestly, if we had to pay for the health care, we couldn't afford it, and he would have died.
How's he getting his health care?
Not because it's all being
older
paid by the
people
Canadian
is Medicaid,
government.
right?
He spent 6 months at a really nice hospital with his own room. Every day, a physical therapist comes to the house and helps him regain some muscle control, and does some cleaning for him. And really,
I
it's
say he's making a point.
And his house, he has his own house, and there's all this immigration. He's seeing the property
but I'm
value.
saying though, he's saying we ain't gonna get none of that money, Book. We not gonna get none of that. You get older, you better have money, because there ain't gonna be none available.
Oh yeah.
You gotta remember, we pay for his medical expenses, but we also ain't having kids.
Look,
What happened
that's not what he's saying.
What happened when we get older? Who gonna pay for our medical expense? We ain't having no kids, Book.
Hey man.
Because it's the young generation that pays into the system, and then it helps out the elderly and pregnant people and people that are struggling, right? But we ain't having no kids. How are we gonna keep on these entitlement programs? How can we do it?
Ty said, can he come up here briefly? Because he's trying to explain what he's saying. Hold on, Ty. I'll put the link. Hold on, Ty. I'm going to put the link in the chat, Ty.
Yeah. Tell us what you think he's saying. I'm going to play the rest.
He's seeing himself getting wealthier and wealthier. If you're a baby boomer who's been taught that what matters is achievement and accumulation, why would you give up now? Right? As your life gets better and better, why would you give it up now? So even though he's bedridden all the time, I see him clinging to life.
This man like he wanted daddy to die. I still don't give a damn what y'all talking about.
See, y'all crazy. So
look,
with anything, with any statement, there's always context clues. So he gave us the context clue when just recently when he said him and his wife, they don't have to worry about his medical expenses because it's basically taken care of. right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the point that he's trying to make when he said they're not dying. And what he's pointing out is everybody can't afford to take care of a sick parent like that. And
Mhm.
Oh
that's
yeah.
what he's pointing out, really.
He
It's
said,
easy for him because it's all taken care of. But if we look at most of our cases, most of us would not be able to handle that situation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what makes it worse, their generation is healthier than ours. They can handle certain illnesses like that and then just keep on going. You know what I mean? Stuff that would knock us off, they can take it and just keep on pushing. Though they might be immobile or might not be in
Yeah.
their
Because
right
they getting
mind
all
like
the
his
getting all the
dad is,
basically.
but they'll still be breathing.
Yeah. 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 They getting all the resources, and that's what
Mhm.
we're saying. Is that's why people are calling them. That's why people are saying that they're selfish. Okay. All right. Let's look at one more person.
oh man,
What are we doing? It's loading up.
yeah.
Hold on.
But
Let me
say
refresh
baby
that.
boomers need to step down.
And any dignity. If the baby boomers had any self-respect and any dignity, they would all step down from political office at
Bro,
once. I'm
yeah,
not
I
just
agree with
talking about
that.
Donald Trump. I'm not just talking about Joe Biden. I'm talking about every single one of them. We need a clean sweep. We need to get rid of an entire generation in office because it is clear that they're so detached from the reality, not only amongst Gen X, the Millennials, Gen Z, and even Gen Alpha, but the reality for their own cohort. Because let's not forget, not all the boomers got wealthy. Only the 1% got wealthy. All of the rest got just as screwed as you and I, and they're not able to retire. So we need to get all of these politicians out of office because they're holding everyone back. And if we don't, we're fucked.
What y'all okay, so that's what I'm saying. What you think about that? This goes back to that selfishness part that we
I
were
agree with
saying.
that now. Some of their old ass need to get up out of there.
True. But the
Yeah,
thing is,
think.
you gotta
Not
understand
most
is
of them politicians.
it
Go
goes back
ahead.
to what the Asian dude was saying. They not dying. They still
Yeah.
alive.
Them
That's why
people.
they not going to let go of the reins because they know what they have done to the current generation, and they know they. I don't know if they feel or know that the current generation is not prepared or capable of running this nation at least the same way that they have.
Well,
So,
that's kind of like what Andre was saying. Then they don't think that we're good as them.
yes,
So that's where it's going to.
That's
yep.
crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy. Hold on. So let me exit out
Damn
of that.
baby boomers.
All right. Let me share this. So yeah, so on that what you were saying, let's get to what really happened and how the baby boomers got here, right? How we got to this point. Because to find out that the government engineered this is the biggest problem of it all. All right. So we saw people complaining. It's thousands of posts, thousands of people talking about it. All right. But like I said, I'm gonna sprinkle this throughout. So let me holler at let me say
It
what up
was
to
Gen
let me
Z,
say what
not the
up
baby
to X.
boomers catching strays. It was Gen Z. Man, these folks crazy today,
We got
man.
X in the building. One of the original OGs just became a mad spender. Mad one, stand up.
All right. And
Oh, X.
one more real quick. Shout out Gina.
Gina's big mad, and she ain't taking no mess. This is one of the OG members and the first paid Patreon member. Your custom avatars on deck.
That's true.
Saying they are a tougher generation.
We were
But
here
we not
too.
but baby
We was
boom
outside.
millennials we was
Yeah.
outside all the
Yeah, we
time too.
was outside all the time.
Gen X was outside all the time too.
Gen
Yeah,
Z
yeah.
the one gonna be messed up. We can't
Well,
do
I was about
nothing
to
to them.
say,
Gen Z and Gen Alpha just
Yeah,
been in the house all day.
they gonna be effed up. Yeah.
I want to say it's not so much that they're just naturally a tougher generation. I mean, just look at the
It's
stuff
the
that we
situation.
consumed compared to them. You know what I mean? Like
True.
our foods and everything.
Yeah, we got processed foods.
There's a major
Hmm.
difference between then and now.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
When
Look,
I
all
was
right, so
coming
let's
up, my
get to
grandma had a
why.
garden. We ain't had no processed food. We had the gardens and all kind of stuff.
So I'm at the point where it's not baby boomers' fault that they are where they are. Now, being selfish, that's 100% their fault. But I'm talking about America didn't know how to handle that bump. And you saw when I showed you that chart, how it just shot up. America didn't know how to handle this. At the same time, we had something else going on, and I'm about to show you right quick. All right, let's check this out.
The baby boom. The post-World War II rise of the middle class had produced a huge number of babies, the largest generation in world history.
Damn.
All of these young people had been causing a huge
see all the babies?
Yeah,
overcrowding
I'm sitting there
before
like
sputtering,
puppies.
and schools had been straining to the breaking point.
Your child's school nearly
Schools didn't know what to do.
The result? Classroom shortage.
There weren't enough classrooms and desks.
They gave my boy half a seat.
To give every student some kind of education,
Look at
many
him.
schools had resorted
Yeah, why
to
you just
teaching
staring at
kids
him like
in
that?
shifts.
They put them in the same
Hey,
shit.
but listen, did you hear that?
Students sat at
To make up for it, they had to start teaching the kids in shifts. That was the very beginning of how we got the schools that we go to right now because of the baby boomers. But it's not their fault that they was born. You get what I'm saying? Look, listen.
had resorted to teaching kids in shifts.
Oh, too bad.
Damn.
Students sat at their desks for just 2 hours and then went home. And other students replaced them at those same desks up to 4 times a day.
Bruh. That's crazy, right?
That would have been sweet to go to school for 2 hours and take my ass home, man.
This just the beginning. This when they started doing shifts, right? This when they started doing it. But check what they turn into.
Classes met wherever there was room. Baby boomers were stressing the entire system.
Hey, look, since they was born, they've been stressing the system out, bro.
But this was hardest on the teachers. Overworked and underpaid just when we needed more of them. Many teachers were quitting.
With deep regret, I hereby submit
Uh-oh.
my resignation as a teacher in the school system for the forthcoming year. For reasons
Teachers tried to keep control of classrooms of 30 to 60 students and were forced to spend more and more of their time just being disciplinarians.
Keeping discipline had become one of the biggest chores of the crowded classroom.
There's a lot of damn students, 30 to 60 in one class.
Bro, I could just imagine them letters.
All hell breaking loose in them classes.
I could just imagine them resignation letters saying, bro, these niggas stressing me out.
30 to 60 kids in one class, bro. And yeah.
Hell.
And those that persevered resorted to teaching their huge classes of students by rote.
And so, to control the crowd, to hold their attention, Miss Roberts was forced to return to whole group instruction, teaching the mass instead of the individual. Teaching by rote.
Do you get that? That's the biggest problem. That's where it changed. They started teaching the group instead of the individual. Because you know everybody learns individually in different ways. So that started affecting us wholeheartedly. But check this out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Put your feet on the floor. 1, 2.
Teaching no longer stimulating to the pupils or the teacher.
The slow learners aren't getting the attention they need, and the bright ones are bored.
All right. So there you go. The slow ones ain't getting what they need, and the bright ones bored as hell. I used to sit there like, damn it, why are we going over this again?
Just know he digging this old ass footage.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
We're
we
gonna be
need to
going
watch
into
the
the
elementary
archives.
school or
We're
something.
gonna be going into the archives. Yeah, we're gonna find out what was really going on in our history.
It's worse every day. But for the time being, we've got to live with it, doing the best job we can.
Even if it's a bad job?
All we can do for the present is try the best.
Even if it's a bad job, yes, that's what we got used to.
March 6th, 1958.
Now check this out. Check this out.
To leave no stone unturned in our self-examination, leaders traveled to Russia to look at their educational system, to see what they were doing that was different. What we found shocked us.
30 years ago, we had 6 times as many scientists and engineers as the Soviet Union. Now their colleges are turning out twice as many technical people this year as ours are.
That was it right there. That's the biggest change. This is what happened. We started doing shotgun schooling because we saw that Russia was beating us out. They were having smarter kids than us. They were making more scientists and mathematicians than us. And we said, oh shit, we got to do something about this. All right. And this is where it all changes. Right here.
That's weird.
And remember, this is during the Cold War. Right? If anybody has an understanding of that period, we were trying to become the superpower, or Russia was trying to become the superpower. It was between the two of us. And you see who ended up winning. Right? But what did we do to the baby boomers to make that happen?
In the Soviet time, the science was a priority in the society. It was not a movie star. It was not the rich man. It was no rich man there. It was you have to be scientist.
We learned that Russian kids went to school 6 days a week. That their school year was 213 days long compared to 180 days in America. That every Russian kid, boy and girl, was required to take math and engineering. Russian students had up to 4 hours of homework a night, where the average in America was just 30 minutes.
Do you see? Did I see you gonna see how it affected us? You thought I was playing?
4 hours of homework. That's like damn homework, though.
That's what we do now. What are you talking about? Bro, we used to only have 30 minutes. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
That was it, bro? You just go home, 30 minutes?
30 minutes. Yeah, you used to have to, I remember we was in school, you had to go read the story, then do a paper on the story. Yeah, that shit was about 3-4 hours. Like, damn.
Yep.
Y'all the reason they got us doing all that damn homework.
All right. I told you I'm gonna sprinkle in these avatars. What up, Jeff?
This man is super mad about what y'all are saying too, but he still has time to crack jokes. Y'all give it up for Jeff.
Bro, you get home, be doing homework all damn day. You got six different.
Gina said we don't do 4 hours of homework. It's 15 minutes with kindergarten.
Man, that's kindergarten. We talking about these. You see how old these kids are? These are high schools. We talking about high school. Yeah. Each class, you will get you had 6 periods, right? You have a class. You have homework in every class, and each one of them will take you about an hour to 30 minutes to do. So yeah, it'll run you up about 4 or 5 hours to do the damn homework. You remember that? Yeah, you had too many classes and too many homework assignments all at once. It was ridiculous. All right.
Yeah.
So but yeah, let's go.
The top-notch minds are attracted to the physical sciences and mathematics. Their skills are so highly valued that no expense is spared in providing them with excellent technical facilities.
Take something like the.
Now look at this. Look at this academic paper. They're warning America to stress learn science. STEM. That's why y'all hear about STEM, right? We face doom unless our youth learns its importance of says the chief physicist. So this is what they started putting out.
Satellite to put the finger on what's wrong with our education.
We need scientists, we need technicians, we need mathematicians. There's no doubt about that.
The community's awake now. I think they're going to try to do something. They're all excited about science and math. I mean, it's been taken for granted for so long. Now, suddenly, it's back in the spotlight again.
Education was in the spotlight, and the lessons we took away from the Soviet system were plain and simple.
We got to do something, and we need an educated population science to be able to do this. And it was like somebody slammed on the accelerator, and all of a sudden, everything was open for discussion and examination.
We've come face to face with the realization that schools and survival are inseparable.
The time has come for a change.
We have to reorganize our schools.
Did you think school had to do with war, bro? Educating the young kids was all about wars, a Cold War. That's what it was really about. Who's gonna make the best? Who's gonna make the best
Sound like a robot.
bombs? Best planes, the fighter bomb. Who's gonna make the step plane? Who's gonna create the whatever weapon, the sound weapons and all this other the damn satellite beam that hit you point blank precision? That's what they was worried about. They didn't give a damn about you becoming an accountant. They wanted you.
So what happened now? What wrong with these students now?
Okay. Oh no, that's why we're gonna get to that. They only worried about the baby boomers. That was the Cold War. We won. Okay, all the generations after that, we could take away shop. We could take away all the everything in physical ed because that was part of for the army too. We needed a strong population. But now since we got rid of the draft, pretty much we're not doing that at the moment. And we're not really under threat of needing a bunch of soldiers. They got rid of PE. I mean, it's there, but it's not really there. You know what I mean?
Man, we had home ec. Remember home ec? They got rid of home ec. Yeah.
Yeah. They started pulling money out of the schools. You get what I'm saying? Because they didn't need that anymore. They don't need you doing that anymore. All right.
They don't want you to learn them now. Be dumb.
Yes, exactly.
No, right now they want you to they teach you general ed studies so you can think that you're smart. I mean, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. You think that you have what you need to go to college. So you can rack up all this debt and be
and that's what I'm about to talk about because they made sure that I'm gonna let it play. You're gonna see they allowed them to go to college for pretty much free. And then you see what they did with us. It's messed up.
Within just months of the failure of Vanguard, America began to do something remarkable, something that few other nations would have been capable of. We began to come together, to become unified in our determination to fix what was broken.
We don't have an adequate education program in any of our schools.
Are you satisfied? Are you really satisfied that your school and your community is doing all that it can do for these youth?
Thousands of children are getting a shoddy education. The time has come for America to realize that our citadel now is the intelligence, imagination, and curiosity of the trained mind. The American people must improve their public schools to make the nation strong, to meet whatever threat may come.
Each citizen should
do what he can to strengthen American education, to make the position and prestige of the teacher understood in the community. This I think they can do and they must do.
We were on a national mission. A mission that is today referred to as the Sputnik moment.
The search for an education
which
will develop the full potentiality of every boy and girl.
We had to find the resources to pay teachers, and we needed to enlist more of them. The number of students per class had to be...
That sounds crazy, bro. Enlisting is like army talk, right? We needed to enlist more teachers. We needed to pay them more.
But it goes back to what you were saying.
More buildings had to be built.
Yeah.
And the techniques teachers used to teach kids had to change radically. And change they did.
Yes, Jack, the vacation will soon be over, and you'll be going back to school.
Here comes the change.
When students returned to their schools in the fall of 1958, what they found was very different from what had been there before. The pressure was on. Americans were redesigning their entire educational system and asking students to take their studies much more seriously for the defense of the country.
For the defense of the country. This is what they were teaching the boomers. You got to learn math for the defense of the country.
Might have launched Sputnik, but the United States is launching us because of all of these new programs that were in the school, and we all just jumped into it.
It was just like an avalanche because the response of the United States was to institute this huge science and technology enrichment program.
In every classroom and in every course of study, a focus on science, engineering, and math was being encouraged.
Science is fun. It helps you to learn, to know, and to appreciate. In the study of science is found the most useful and satisfying knowledge.
Here. Here. Can you hear?
So
Blurry
what?
text, can you hear me? Oh, it just
I,
went
I
out.
can
Oh,
hear you
okay.
now.
We used to like.
Can't hear nothing. Okay. What just happened? Okay.
Vital Farms farmers are up early
Oh.
every day for their
Oh,
hemp.
okay. Like, what is going on? I guess I needed to play an ad. Oh, boy. What's good with that? Let's see. Hold on. All right.
The video ain't
There we
up
go.
no more.
Just load
Okay, there you go.
with all kinds of books and new classes and homework.
For many years, I've just been able to drift through school. I never did homework until my junior year in high school, and then all of a sudden I was hit with this, and it sort of rocked me.
It used to be I could get through chemistry and physics. You know, you could slide through. The coach will let me through. But it wasn't that way anymore. All of a sudden it was like they were looking for something.
What did you get in chemistry? I had a 79. Holy mackerel, you gotta get those grades up. You expect to go to college? What are you gonna major in? I hope to major in science. Science? And with the grades that you've been getting in science? Listen, Ted, is football interfering with your studying? I hope not, Bruce. You must have those grades up, definitely. It's either studies and football or...
Mattered less. Science mattered more.
All right. So what happened now? Because when we got to our school, by the time we got to school now, sports mattered more and science mattered less.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep. And their ways of teaching changed, especially with math. You know how the current math system that they use now. I forget what was the system they used with when we was coming up. Because right now they have
Oh no, we just had rudimentary math. It was just like
yeah.
you would like count the blocks,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
Very beginning or whatever. But now they
Yeah,
changed it
but
to
now they
like the
got Common
Common
Core.
Core or something like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yep. And you cannot use tricks, tips, and shortcuts that like some mathematicians know. Because my
Yeah.
dad's always been good at math, but he would
They don't let
always
you do
teach me
that.
one way. Yeah, they don't do it, and it started when I was in school. Because I remember when when I was in school, I remember my teacher saying a couple of times. This is when I was in middle school. They said, regardless if you get the right answer, if you don't show your work the way that I taught you, then it's wrong.
Right.
That's what we were
I
taught.
remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that doesn't make any sense because if you're getting the right answer, I
Not
get
it.
that if you're using a calculator, yeah, they want you to cheat. But if I do a shortcut on my paper or on my work or whatever, and you're like,
Mhm.
well, that's not the way you're supposed to do it. That's pretty much how Common Core is. Where Common
Mhm.
Core is like, as long as we see you do a process, we don't care what the answer is. That's
Yep.
the problem. That's the
Yep.
problem that they're doing right now. Whereas when we was coming up, it was like, you got to do it the exact way we told you, right? And it's like
Yep.
in real life, all you need to do is get the answer right. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
But they didn't want that. They wanted they wanted their students, and it's almost like, becoming following the system basically.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah, they didn't
supposed
want
to
you to. They
follow.
didn't want you to think for yourself, pretty much.
Yes,
And
exactly.
that's what school is now. At that time, they was trying to get free thinkers because they were trying to beat the Russians to invent whatever. By the
Yeah.
time Gen X and millennials got there, it was like, nah,
No, we don't need
we
that
don't
no
need
more.
you
No.
thinking. We just need you to be a good worker in the system. Don't
Yep.
overthink about anything. We're just
No,
trying to
do
get you
what
out
we
here.
say. Do
Right,
exactly
and
what
you
we
gotta
say.
remember, they were doing. I would have to show you the whole documentary, which I don't want to do, but they were giving free college rides
Mhm.
at the time, whereas us now we're paying $100,000,
And then
$200,000 to go to
some.
college.
And then some, and that's just to go.
200,000 to go to college. Yeah,
That's just to go, man.
they
That
were
ain't
getting
including the books.
guaranteed. I had a boss. in my early 20s, and he told me about how when he graduated, he was a baby boomer. When he graduated, it was already a job lined up. They were coming to campus to recruit students for jobs.
They
And
don't
they
do
would
that no
just
more.
go to the table, they would sign up for a job, which is I was like, what the you know what I'm saying? Because I graduated during the what they call that, the Great Recession. So it was nothing. It was nothing when I graduated, right?
Nah.
So my thing is, they came to the college. He got a job before he even graduated. When he graduated, they flew him to the state that the job was at. They bought him an apartment. They flew him out. They bought him an apartment, and they got him a wardrobe for a week. I couldn't believe. I was like, what? So I was like, he was like, yeah, that was normal. That was normal. And then everybody's over here talking about the prices of houses for them and how they was able to go to college for less, and then they'll brag about being able to pay for college, but you was able to pay for college working at McDonald's back then.
All my aunties and them went to college. And
they
my
can
mama
afford
and
it.
them,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
they went to college.
So I asked AI why everybody's blaming the baby boomers for the economic situation that we're in right now, right? And they say economic inequality and wealth accumulation. Boomers came of age during a time of a strong economic growth, affordable housing, and an expanding middle class. Many were able to buy homes, attend college affordably, build retirement savings, and opportunities that feel out of reach for younger generations today, right? And like I said, most people I know can't even get a home right now, right? They were buying homes when they was 18 and stuff, 19. Critics argue that boomers benefited from policies like low taxes on capital gains and deregulation that widened the wealth gap. They also said boomers bought homes when prices were low and interest rates were low.
You know what's crazy? Because when we was younger and my mom and them was younger, my grandma and them owned 2 houses. And
I
we
can
grew
believe
up in
it.
both of them. Yeah, we did both of them.
But
Grew
yes,
up in
but
one of
your
them.
grandma would be silent generation, the silent generation.
Yeah, my grandma and granddad, yeah, they owned 2 houses at the time. My great
They
grandma
said,
owned 1 house and they owned 2 of them.
all right, so for the baby boomers, some now own multiple properties, contributing to the house scarcity. You were just talking about that.
Oh dang, Tony just froze
And
up.
inflated prices for your buyers. All right, now they also pay zoning laws. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
like
we
they
can
hit
hear
the
you
fast
now.
forward. We can hear you now though.
All right, good. Okay. So I said they had owned multiple properties, contributing to the housing scarcity and inflated prices. All right. They got zoning laws, resistance to urban development, which is why the hood is where it is right now. They stopped the urban centers from doing anything. And that's messed up, right? They after the World War III, they fueled consumerism. So they taught us consumerism. They're the first generation that full on went consumerism. Industrial expansion, all right, and the reliance on gas. So driving around. Boomers are blamed for high carbon footprints. All right, now we're just getting into some
Now they
little
blame them
more
for every
politics.
damn thing.
Yeah.
And boomers also said many boomers also support green initiatives. All right. They are
Hilarious.
they are the reason for student debts and education costs right now. College was affordable for boomers because it was subsidized by the government. I told you the government was like, we need y'all to be scientists and engineers. We're gonna pay for y'all. After they got in, they said F the rest of us, bro.
Basically.
They said we don't we ain't helping no more. We'd be good. We got what we wanted. Right?
So that's probably why when I say when we
Critics
was
also
little,
say
they was helping them because all the summer camps and all that stuff were free.
but everything was free. Boy Scouts, summer
Boy
camp,
Scout,
everything
was free back in the day when we were coming up.
They said critics say boomers didn't advocate for continued investment in education, leading to skyrocketing tuition and crushing student debt for millennials and Gen Z. Yeah, so that's why people say that they're what we call it. That's why people say that they're selfish. Boomers hold many of the top positions in companies, and young workers feel blocked by their advancement. This is what we was talking about because they won't leave. They won't leave. And that's what that Asian boy was talking about. And baby boomers are seen as the gatekeepers of outdated systems. All right, so yeah, so that's where that problem's coming from. But at the same time, it wasn't their fault. The government used them, and they would have used us if we was at, I guess, at
In the
war
same
right now.
situation. Yep.
Yeah, and that's the point. I was like, because I see a lot of people going at the boomers, like, you damn boomers, you gonna yeah, there is some selfishness. Like, people are saying that they're the worst parents. But I mean, they did raise millennials, and I won't say millennials turn out that great either. So,
Hey man, look here. I ain't blaming my parents for nothing. I ain't blaming them folk, man. Everybody up here, I don't know. But my grandma, we had a big family, so we all used to be there at my grandma's house. It wasn't just me. Yeah. I mean, my auntie, everybody dropped everybody on grandma. Grandma didn't mind though.
Nah, but right now
that's why we close though. But that's why we close though. We ain't dissing like these other people though.
All right. Hold on, let me see it. All right, let's play Tice.
Y'all don't want this man to snap because when he snaps, it might just bring on the end of the world. Don't make him angry.
Tice, ignite.
That's all I'm saying. Think about it though.
Right.
That's why we closed our cousins and stuff though. Cause we was all at grandma goddamn house all the time.
All right. Shout out to Will.
He's sick of the BS and sick with madness. So sick he became ill. Ill will.
He said, y'all remember quarter waters? No, I heard of that. I don't remember. What is that?
I ain't never had no water for no quarter. I didn't need to buy waters back in the day we were little. It was juices and cookies and stuff.
You was buying purple drink?
Water. They had to force us to drink water.
Purple drink.
Water.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, they didn't have to force us. We was drinking water out the damn hose.
The whole
they wouldn't force us to drink no water.
Dinner and stuff.
They had to force me.
No, we was drinking water all day. They don't know what they were talking about. We was drinking water all day, bro. We was outside in that heat.
I wouldn't drink no water out no water hole nowadays. I don't drink.
I wouldn't.
When I was little, we were drinking out the water hole.
Now, back then, you was drinking that water hole, you was thirsty.
Yeah.
It was hot, bro.
Yeah, it was hot. We had real summers and winters back then.
He's just an alien inspired by love, reminding people that every day above ground is a good one. You want facts or fiction, he'll find them both. Charlie Funk.
Like the little juices. You talking about they came in the little barrel-shaped bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, you talking about the little hug juices.
Oh, wait,
yeah. I remember that.
The top, you just pinch the top.
Yeah, you talking about the Huggins. We call them Huggins. They call them water warrior.
Shout out.
If you woke, he wants all the smoke. Everybody welcome Piff.
Oh, snap. Gooner just showed up.
I don't know what you call them quarter water. We call them Huggins. Them Huggins juices.
What up, Gooner?
Don't piss me off. Watch out, now I'm pissed. Tell me who you're talking to. Listen up.
Okay. I heard quarter water. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that's what they were called.
We call them Huggies.
We call them Huggies or something. Yeah, Huggies.
You know, you buy to all the little kids, you gonna get a whole 30 case.
Boy, them things was good though.
They was.
You suck them up so quick though, bro.
Especially the blue ones. Those are my favorite, man.
I like the purple. The blue, purple, red, orange. They had all the
get a whole 30 case about $4. Yeah, back in the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, Huggy juices, man. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it wasn't their fault. It was definitely the government set this up, and then they just said F us. And like he said, he's getting all this money to pay for his medical expenses. We're not gonna have none of that, bro. Right? My cousin runs she has on business, take care of older folks, taking care of older people. And she was talking about how a lot of them they had money in houses, so they could just sell their house and then they could go have enough money to live there and yada, yada, yada. But bro, do you all want to know how much it costs a month to live in one of them old folks' homes? The lowest, just the lowest. I'm not even gonna give you the highest. Just the lowest. Give me a guess. How much it costs a month to stay at
How about
I'm willing to say
100?
25, 25, 26.
5,000 is the lowest.
No.
12,000 we see is the highest. That
Mm.
lets you think about what the hell you gonna do when you get older, bro. Right now it's 5,000 to 12,000 a month to stay in one of them places. They have programs to help them stay there. We not gonna have it. What the hell we supposed to do?
And it goes back to what that Asian dude was saying. They not dying.
Mm-hmm.
they still kicking. So
Yeah.
Which you don't. Nobody want their mama, daddy to die.
nobody
You
wants
want
that.
that.
Nobody wants that. But
No, but he's saying that it's a strain because it's like, but they're using up all these resources because that
Mhm.
money's coming from somewhere. But once again, where that money gonna come from when we there?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just see the size of Gen Alpha? Did you just see? Remember we talked about that one of them days. The size of Gen Alpha is like it's barely any kids. Nobody's having
Mine
kids.
are Gen Z. Yeah. They're Gen Z.
Hey, your kids. No, he's freezing.
19.
He was freezing up.
Yeah, he's 19.
But
Gen Z.
yeah, Gen Z.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying Gen Alpha, we barely had any.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that generation.
And it's gonna be worse next generation. It's gonna be like half of that. There ain't nobody having kids, bro. So who's gonna be there to take care of the older folks?
Nobody.
All right. Millennials in place to take if their parents, because I seen one baby boomer, she bought a house and she was like, I'm gonna spend all this money on this house. I bought this house, this ain't going to none of my kids. I was like, like that's what they were talking. She said they were like, so you gonna? She was like, hell no. I bought this house. I'm gonna sell it and I'm gonna use it all on me. I'm gonna travel the world and do. I was like,
And see,
yo.
that's a huge part of the problem right there. But you know, I wouldn't argue against somebody like that because realistically speaking, it's their prerogative. They bought it. They can do whatever they want to it.
Yeah,
It.
true.
But
We're just used
realistically
to
speaking,
a generation that used to give it to their kids. We used to that.
yeah, we're used to stuff being passed down, you know. And to think you got somebody or a generation that's not willing to do that is kind of
I
wild.
think
But
Bill Gates even
it
said
is
he
what
ain't
it
gonna give
is.
none of his money to his kids.
That's
And
so
Jackie
wild.
Chan. Jackie Chan said that too.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about Jackie Chan doing that, and people was upset about it. But he was like, you know, he wants his son to do his own thing, and that's understandable.
I
But at the
get it,
same
but
time,
You
you
gotta
know,
leave him
give him
something
something.
to start with, at least.
Yeah.
That's all we saying.
I don't want him to have nothing. I'm gonna spend all my money before I go. But yeah, but for the ones that are giving up, they said this is gonna be the biggest wealth transfer of all time. And millennials will be in place to have that money.
Yeah, my daddy told me when he died, I'm gonna be 1,000 now. He did tell me that.
Yeah, my granddad got me some.
Hey, you gotta be
put aside
1,000
for
there
me,
before
so.
becoming a millionaire.
Yeah, he told me you're gonna be 1,000.
You gotta become 1,000 before you become a millionaire. That's good. Shout out to UP.
Yeah.
You gotta become 1,000 before you become a millionaire. Yeah, I think I got everybody in the chat, right?
I think so. Let me see. Let me scroll up. See who else was in the chat. Yeah, you got Andre, didn't you?
Yeah, I got Andre.
Okay.
Yeah. We got movie night tonight.
Tomorrow, next week, man. You doing it tonight?
Yeah, like not a lot of people vote. We have people, so I think don't look up. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were doing it
What's
next
that?
week. I thought you were doing it next week.
You just trying to move it to next week? What?
Man, you not gonna go to work tonight. That's why I thought y'all
Good.
doing it next week.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you go to work tonight?
That's what he was saying yesterday.
man.
Yeah, that's what he was saying
Is
yesterday.
that what you were saying yesterday,
Yeah,
bro?
that's what
I
I'm trying
couldn't
to
hear
tell
you,
y'all
man. You was
yesterday.
asleep, man. You was.
I was
That was
up.
like we do it tomorrow. What?
Yeah.
So you go back to work tonight?
Yeah, Queen ain't back in town yet. No way, is she?
Oh shit.
No, she not.
Yeah.
So we gotta do it next Tuesday then.
Yeah. Well, how about this, Tony?
Okay.
Let's
We could do
look
that.
at the rest of that documentary you were showing up here. Let's look at the rest of that in Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
That cool?
You want to check that out?
Yeah. I definitely, when I come up here, I want to. I'm gonna come on. If anything doesn't happen crazy, there's been a lot of shit happening crazy this year. But and you know what? Remember I said this is the year of peace.
Shit, man, please. Peace what?
I think I messed it up by saying that.
Nah.
This is the year of peace.
Man, please.
Well, I was dead wrong.
Everybody shooting somebody.
There's a lot of shooting going on. Dang.
Man shootings. You know what?
This the year of crash outs. That's what it is.
Let me say this. The rate, when they talk about black on black crime, the rate y'all gonna catch us this year. God damn,
you know,
man shootings
when I seen that church and that river shooting, I was like, the usual suspects. The usual here comes fatigue.
Yep.
Hey,
here we go again.
Don't forget the boy who shot at the ICE facility. Him too.
Usual suspects.
And hit the wrong target. Oh,
the wrong
God.
target.
I still can't get over that.
That's the
I still can't get over that.
Yeah, that's the crazy. That's the craziest part of that whole story right there. It's like, bro, you just hit the wrong people, bro.
Y'all gonna catch us this year.
No, y'all taking that, but see, when we do it, we aiming for one. Somebody else might get hit.
Yeah,
somebody else might get hit.
Y'all taking that groups.
They do it. They going for kids. There's 20 kids.
Damn, who they
shooting them in the back. You like, bro, what y'all
man
doing,
went in there and
man?
shot. They still don't know how many people dead at the church. Man went there and
Oh,
shot.
yeah, and you burned the church up, bro.
Blew
Like,
the
come
church
on,
up.
man.
I'm assuming his wife didn't make it out.
Yeah. I'm thinking so, bro. I'm thinking so, but
damn.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Now the government shut down. Man,
and the
look
government
here.
shut down. Nah, but I remember the government used to be shut. I'm so used to that because last time Trump was in office, you forget how many times they used to just shut the government down. Now when I hear it,
They
I'm just
shut
like,
down and now they blaming. They don't know who because they can't figure out who to blame.
who they
it
blaming
on.
this time?
They
They
need
blame
to, you know what? Let it
The
stay shut
Democrats,
down.
they say
Let it stay
voted it
shut down
down.
for a good
But I
while.
don't know because they voted down the Republican bill. So that's why it shut down.
They
But,
voted it down because
blame-
they're not making any compromises. They're not allowing them to stuff it with all the crap that they want in it. You know what I mean? But let it stay
You know
shut
what?
down for a
You
little
know
while.
what? The
It's
only
good.
law
It's a
they
good
need to
thing.
pass, and this is everybody talk about a solution. The only law they need to pass that every bill has only one resolution, meaning, and it has to be
Agreed.
only 1 page long. You cannot
Mhm.
filibuster it. You cannot hide stuff. You cannot put stuff in it. Every bill passed has to be 1 page long, and it has to have a summary page in the very beginning for the average American.
Yep.
That would
I can
change
agree
a
with
lot of
that.
shit. That would change a
Mhm.
lot of. That would change everything. If you had one bill, 1 page, and a summary, you cannot pass that bullshit that they've been passing. You cannot slip nothing in a 100-page bill, and you got to read. Ain't nobody reading 100 pages. I don't care how much of an
look, I'm
academic
having
you
to
are.
buckle down on my thing. You know, my brother get one of them checks, so now I got to pay some extra money. Stop me for checks.
Yeah, it's gonna the Social Security checks are shut down, but it's not gonna be. They don't ever shut down for long. So
Then Cash Patel up here talking about don't be mourning a solid secure. Damn you, Cash Patel.
He needs to shut up.
wait, what? Why?
He needs
Why
to
is he?
shut up.
Why is they? Why is they even? Was there even a statement to
They
be made? What do you?
Yeah, they don't
why-
care.
The reason why is because they still see her her and I don't know, I forgot the member that she quote unquote did it with. They still see them as executioners because of the story behind how they quote unquote executed. I don't know if it was 2 cops or if it was 1,
like,
but
you don't start with
that's
that,
the
bro.
story behind that. But it was they killed out of self-defense. It was out of kill or be killed
It's over with.
in their situation. It's
It's
over
bruh.
with. It's in the
It's
past.
over. It's over with. She left the country, and you can't tell people who to mourn for.
Yeah.
It's
You
the
can't.
same way I tell you.
You sound like a robot.
Getting that about Charlie Kirk. I was on the same thing about this.
Oh yeah.
I was saying the same thing they say about. I tell people about this Charlie Kirk is the same thing I tell them about a shot of Shakur. You can't tell people who to mourn. What the hell wrong with you?
We ride
can't
with a
tell
saw.
people you don't mourn this person because they did this and that. You don't know, bro. They mean something different to them than to you. Why the hell would I be mad at you mourning for somebody?
Yeah.
Right? If if Kim Jong-un dies in Korea, I'm not gonna feel bad or mad that there's they whole nation crying or whatever. I'm not gonna feel bad about that. Or
Exactly.
if Putin passes or something like that.
First of
Or
all,
Zelensky.
Kevin Mattel, I don't even know how he got. He's a DEI hire. How the
I
hell
can agree with that.
He might be DEI.
He's
They
a
were like,
Trump
we need a
DEI.
color
He
person.
was never FBI
Yep.
agent.
That's
How
what
the
it
hell
is.
he become the head of the FBI? He was never the FBI agent.
My issue is he's weighing in on a time period where things were
Man, he don't know nothing about.
different. He don't
And
know
get
nothing
what?
about that. He don't know
Outside
nothing
of
about it.
security,
His
we need his
people
ass over here.
don't know nothing about it.
Still, at the
Realistically
same
speaking,
time, why are you even bringing a statement about it? That's where it don't make no
shouldn't.
sense.
He
Yeah,
shouldn't
you
be.
could
And
you
it's
could say that
messed
on
up.
your own personal time, but what the hell are you making a statement for?
And
That's
get what?
Mhm.
Outside of security, only reading his ass over here. But your goddamn whatever
Exactly.
hell you is, where you from,
He's
ass is.
Indian.
Yeah, wherever
He's
your
one.
Indian ass is,
He's Indian.
I'm reading your ass over here.
Yeah, you needed them freedom fighters
Yeah.
at that time. And that's
Mhm.
one thing as black people we need to let go though. That time period is over.
It
We don't
is.
need y'all. We don't need y'all in the streets doing the same shit over and over again. Cause
Y'all ain't
No.
got the, first of all, they ain't even got the heart like them folk had
They
back in them
don't.
days, no way. So we
They
don't
don't.
Well,
even, we
but
only compare
we
that.
gotta. But you know why though? Because there was an actual threat. See, look, when you don't
Yeah.
have an actual threat, you're not willing to
Mhm.
put yourself in jail for it, right?
Mhm.
They actually had an actual threat at the time. Right
Yeah.
now, it'll be like you're just dumb. We know it. You'll just be a dumbass. You just be like,
Mhm.
just white people, and then you just running in the street shooting cops. People like, bro, the hell wrong? Everybody gonna call you crazy.
Mhm.
Back then, you actually had a real gripe. Like you had
Yep.
shit was going on,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So that's why they had heart because it was actually something to really fight for.
Yeah.
I mean, their
All
backs
this
was
crying
against
and
the
shit.
wall.
Yeah, they
Like I
back
said, in
Right.
that situation, it was in a lot of cases it was kill or be killed, speak up and do something,
Exactly.
or
That's the way to put it.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, they always
Mhm.
say the worst time to try to do anything with a dog is when it's in the corner. And
In the
Get
corner.
what?
That's
you
right.
had us in the corner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So people gonna act up.
Hey,
That's how they
Exactly.
gonna act.
words of Malcolm X. If the government hate the black people, cheer for them. If they love them, them the ones you don't fuck with.
Mhm.
Malcolm X said if they hate them, them the people you cheer for.
Common sense.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
that's common sense.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
So
It's common sense.
that's
You know what I
real
mean?
talk. If they don't like them, like they hate somebody, we cheer for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now,
Straight
they
up.
love all of them. I don't know who to trust nowadays.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we need to look at money differently, and we need to learn how to be able to pass it down. Because even the famous ones, like what's the one Angie Stone just passed, right?
Yeah.
We don't even know. She was trying to get her master's. That money ain't gonna get passed down now.
No.
Michael passed. He used to own Sony, but they don't own Sony no more.
Man,
Right?
they got that shit that already dead. You know, come on now.
Well, that's what I'm saying is we can't even pass it down when we got the money.
Mike passed some money down, but he didn't pass Sony down.
But that's the real
the
thing
state
though.
sold it back to him after he
But
died.
even go back to when Sean John and Rockaware was starting to sell more than like Louis and stuff. Like that was our designer clothes at the time, right?
Yeah.
Even like Fat Farm and Fubu Platinum, y'all going back. Like go
Yeah,
back to
Jeff.
that.
Yeah, he owned the Beatles and Elvis.
Sure
Jeff.
did. Own their catalog.
Mike owned
Yeah,
all of them.
that's what made him own Sony. He bought that.
Mhm.
Prince
He
another
had-
one. Look at Prince. Think
Yeah,
about it. He
yeah.
on his mouth.
But what I'm saying is when we had companies that were rivaling their designer, like definitely like Sean John was becoming really big, we sold it off. So now just imagine he had Sean John. Well, it would have messed up now because of his situation going on. Let's
Mhm.
just Rockaway. Imagine Rockaway. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would have been accumulating wealth. It'll be $1 billion business right now. What they sold it for 200 million. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's the thing that we don't have that.
Yeah, we gotta stop
foresight.
selling
Like,
out for the money, man.
yeah.
That's
Like
basically what it is. Stop selling
shoot,
out
what
for the
been
money.
here for what been here for
BET,
Adam?
you sold BET ain't been
What's
aside.
that? What's that? E&J? E&J? What's that? Is it E&J? I think it was made like in the 1800s. It's still going or something like that. It was one,
Hmm.
whatever,
Oh yeah,
whatever
it was
alcohol.
NJ. Yeah, that made
Is
by
it
a
NJ?
black dude.
Was it made by a black dude?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do they still own it?
NJ.
They don't still own it, right?
Yeah, nah, you know damn well.
But that's what I'm saying though. There's companies that been in business since 1700 and they family still run it. You get
Hold
what
on,
I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna make bill which one it is exactly. It might have been with Hennessy or one on.
Hennessy,
one
whatever it is. I'm just saying though, we always be like, let me sell it. Let me sell it real quick. I get this money. All right, let me sell this out, man. All right, just see my homeboy's dad. He a baby boomer, right? So he used to live in a nice part of the other neighborhood, a town, right? And it was a decent house. It wasn't like the best house. It was a decent house though, right? He raised that boy up there since elementary. And when soon as he got to college, because he was the last one, soon as he got to college, this man sold the house as soon as they went to college. He said, my homeboy said he went back home. His daddy was in a new house. It was a damn mansion. He lived in Akon's neighborhood. He said, "What you sell the house for, bro? What the hell did you just sell the house for?" You know what I'm saying? And he just wanted to feel like he made it.
Oh, so we own the.
You
Nah,
get
we
what I'm
made
saying? But it's like you just sold the house, you got this mansion, but you have no interest in it. You're not gonna have it for a long time.
That's
You're
right.
gonna end up selling it when times get a little bit rough. And then the kid no longer has a house. You paid off that other house, but you went and got another mortgage. And now you ain't gonna have nothing to pass down because you want to be able to show off.
We
It's
made
crazy, bro.
whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, Jack Daniels,
Jack
bourbon.
Daniels. So
And we
did
made
that,
bourbon
is that what I
too.
said? Did I
Nah,
say
you said
Jack Daniels?
NJ.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah.
still own. I think they still own the Jack Daniels. I think. I
Do
don't
it?
know.
I
I
don't
know
know about
we
that.
created it. They probably don't own
No,
it
I
no
don't
more.
think they don't own
Yeah,
that.
it was an enslaved black man who made it too. Yeah. They don't own that. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, imagine if we
Yeah.
do keep that. That's what I'm saying, right? If we do keep those type of things, then we'll be able to pass things down to and then hire people and be captains of industry.
And
But
yeah, well, they
until we
love
start
whiskey.
doing that,
And we created the whiskey. They love that shit.
yeah. My little whiskey girl. Y'all know that song? That's a country song.
I'm gonna say I know that Tennessee whiskey song.
Tell you, I don't know that one.
Well, yeah, we gotta start selling that. Y'all sold BT.
I know my whiskey girl though. I know that.
Y'all sold like the source and all that. We had our own everything. Y'all be selling that, man.
Oh, the
Busy done
source, yeah.
been broke ever
But
since
you know
he
why though?
sold the
But
source.
look, we had BET, but he sold that. But when we had the BET awards or the Source Awards, we don't value those. We're like, I don't want that shit. We don't show up.
They were the
You get
best
what I'm saying?
awards, though.
I hear what you're saying, but we didn't value it. We wanted the
Nope,
Grammys,
sure didn't.
right? So we wouldn't show up. We didn't care about getting it, or if we did get it, it was like, all right. So it meant nothing. What we wanted was the Grammy or the
We
Oscar.
still ain't got
You know?
none. We still ain't got none.
I get it, but what I'm saying, they'll be crying about that, but they get this, whatever, and then they'll win it, and they'll be like, maybe they'll do a video message, and a lot of times they just stop even doing video messages. They were just like, I don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
So we devalue our own stuff because we don't think it's as good. It's like what they said in Rosewood, the white people ice is smoother. You remember that? I don't want your lumpy ass ice. Hey, bro, it's ice. Well, they shit smooth. And that's the difference right there. So that's the problem. But man, stop blaming the baby boomers, man. Baby boomers, they were just born at a time where they changed schooling forever, bro. And not only that, the government was like, yo, we need workers. We need them damn workers. And they got exactly what they wanted. And they allow baby boomers to live a lavish lifestyle as long as they could create weapons that we got now. You look at the weapons we got now, they achieved what they wanted. All right. They got exactly what they was looking for. All right. And then they said, we don't need y'all no more. And now y'all struggling. Y'all struggling, and the baby boomers are holding those positions. And maybe when they do start to pass, you could start to see some change. But Boog also got a point. A lot of us are more progressive than anything, and we got some policies that are kind of out of this, out of here, out of the world. Right. So we're gonna see how that turns out.
They don't need, that's the only reason I
when we
wouldn't
take
want none of
over.
these new motherfuckers in. They'll be like, man, hell no. Just think about some of the policies they'll pass if they get it off. Hell no. That's the only reason I don't.
Everybody
let
gets
them old folks, some of the
5,000.
old folks.
Everybody gets a minimum wage of $50 an hour right now. They'll be like, oh, but you know that mathematically doesn't make sense. You better make everything expensive, bro. Gas gonna be like $60 like a gallon. Like, bro, like what happened? You just inflated the money. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So we're gonna do movie night next Tuesday then. So I guess we could put the poll up because maybe that's why a lot of people didn't put the poll. I guess Boog told y'all we wouldn't do it anyway. So it's all good. All good. Any last words though about the boomers or generations or what's going on? I just figured that we stopped talking about all this death that was going on, man. We had to switch it up because this is crazy.
Hey, I went over 2 crazy stories this week, and damn, the mass, man, all kind of shit going on. They might got 2 serial killers on the loose. There's all kind of stuff going on. I'm pretty sure.
No, I didn't know they was.
Boog said he finna take us right back into it.
Damn.
Huh?
I said Boog said he finna take us right back into it.
No, hopefully we have a calm week this week, and we ain't got a lot of crazy stuff to talk about. But I know something gonna happen. Something gonna happen this week where it's gonna be like, damn.
Hey, but did you already talk about that damn serial killer going on in Houston?
Yeah, we talked about him and the one up there in Minnesota. I might think they're the same person. I mean, not Minnesota. What is it? Boston.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
disclaimer real quick, just so you know,
that ID, that digital ID going on with the CBDCs in UK is wild.
It is.
That's what we went over yesterday.
Yeah, we sure did.
I would say this though. Y'all, it's a long time. They got things called think tanks, and they plan things 50 to 100 years out. So that step of y'all doing y'all gun buyback program, I think Australia did it too, right? So I think
Canada doing it.
Canada doing it too. So that gun buyback program was a first step of taking away all y'all rights, and now they locking people up for saying that a man is a woman over there. Right? You can't say anything in UK without them coming to your house. If you post something in Facebook that they don't like, they come to your house and arrest you. Bro, I saw in UK, and Gunnar probably know, I saw in UK, they got cops running around in scantily dressed clothing. And if anybody catcalls them, they have a male cop trailing behind them and locking them up, bro. Shit you not.
What the fuck? So you know what this means? It's going to be a little harder for that to work over here, because one thing about America, we talked about it today, we ain't getting about guns. I don't give a damn what y'all say.
I'm willing to bet that some of their prisons became privatized over there. I'm gonna look into that and see, because I mean that would make sense. Is somebody making some money behind that? It's gotta be.
They try to do that in America, but America ain't getting up no guns.
It's just that you gotta look. If you look at the chart, UK is very liberal, even the men.
Yeah.
So that they're doing. He said, "Pimp cops." The fuck. Yeah, I'm like, bro, that's entrapment. First of all, you can't be running around in short shorts in front of these dudes, and they can't say hi to you, and they run up on you like, "Hey," like what? And then look at the one, the little girl gets arrested for protecting herself and her sister from some dude trying to harass her. So they bro, like, they losing their mind over there. So
gonna be safe over there, man.
Hey, but I heard I heard y'all waving them flags over there now. Y'all becoming nationalists. Y'all love y'all country, and y'all say y'all got to go. But I have seen the Muslims in UK say that we took over our country now. They are saying it out loud, and I'm sitting there like, damn, they scary. They ain't playing.
It's like, what do you do in that situation? Because you don't want to tell people, hey, you know, pew pew. We don't, because I mean they ain't got no pew pew, but you don't want to tell them jab jab or anything. You know, I'm using code words because I don't want YouTube.
Right.
I mean,
what you supposed to do?
If they try that over here, it's gonna be some pew pewing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
Without a
why
doubt.
but they said they are trying to do it over here. They trying to do it through legislation though. Like we're gonna get enough
Yep.
people in government. Like we
We ain't
like we
going
said
for that.
talked
We
Yeah.
about.
on
We got
y'all
that New
ass
York.
again.
We got that one in New York. We already got Minnesota taking over.
Murmur Swami,
I
whatever his
don't
name is
know
in
how
New
that
York.
happened in New York, but in Georgia, y'all
He's
population
still
ain't big enough
he's
down
still
here.
not in yet. He's not in yet.
Yeah, but
He's
he's a
got
front runner. That's the
he's a
problem. It's
front
a
runner,
problem.
but he's got to deal with Cuomo, and we're going to see what happens with that. Because
Hopefully.
unfortunately, I don't see Curtis Lewa getting it. That's who they need to be voting for, but I don't
No,
think
it
they're
ain't
going to
voting for
support
no
him.
Republican, but
No.
Cuomo could mess up votes for the liberal, and maybe we'll see. But and that could get the Republican in there because they are starting to swing Republican, but that's still mostly a Democratic state.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And guess
man.
what? We damn sure don't want Keisha down here.
Oh
I love Keisha, but now we want you in governor, baby. You gonna be the mayor of Atlanta somewhere again.
Man, as soon as I saw her on Breakfast Club, I think that's a death sentence. As soon I see you on the Breakfast Club and a politician, you lose all credibility. Man. I was like, I don't want nothing to do with you, bro. You on the Breakfast Club? Nah, I'm
Yeah.
straight on you. Yeah, because I just feel like you only bring the candidates.
It ain't enough.
You only bring Joe Biden, you only bring Hillary Clinton, you only get what's her name, Kamala Harris, and then now you bring in Keisha Lance Bottoms over there. I was like, all right, man, okay. And then I think they had Stacey Abrams. I'm like, bro, okay, y'all clearly are just so one-sided that you
Big
are
time.
trying to get your people to vote for them. Right?
And what's sad is they claim that ain't they supposed to be well, I know Charlemagne is a liberal, but he claims to be independent. And they're all of them supposed to be unbiased, but they don't. They've never had an independent or a Green Party person come on that show.
They
before.
had one, but they attacked her. It was yes, I can't remember her name. Something.
Oh, Joe, that Joe lady.
Yeah, she has short hair, white lady with
Yeah,
short hair.
I know exactly who
remember
you're
her name.
talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So I was like, bro, look, bro, when I hear independent, I just think undercover Democrat.
Yeah.
Like real talk, because I just think a Democrat that doesn't want to be called a Democrat because it got a bad connotation right now. So they're like, I'm just an independent. But whenever I see them go on like podcasts and talk and they say they're independent, they agree with all the liberal stuff. And I'm just like, so why are you even calling yourself an independent? Like you're just arguing with these people and you're saying all the liberal stuff. Like I just keep on seeing that trend over and over and over again. So I'm like, all right, so you're independent. Yeah, you're a Democrat. That's pretty much where it is. Or even a moderate, when they say moderate, they might agree with one thing on the right and they mostly everything on the left too. So I don't know. The popular thing is to be liberal. So at the end of the day, most people you meet, they'll either tell you they're liberal, and then the ones that are conservative, the ones that are conservative are going to be scared to say that they're conservative. So
either you gonna fight or you gonna get the mark of the beast. What you gonna do? I ain't getting no mark of no beast. I remember that in the Bible. I got to fight this side. I got to fight this one.
UP made a good point though, man, about the ammo. Americans will fight about the ammo too.
We got to fight. We gonna have to fight this one, Tony. We can't get the mark.
But with the mark of the beast thing, Boog, I'm gonna tell you this: all the people that took the jab will take the mark. That was the test.
Yeah, it sure was. I believe it was a precursor. I believe it was a precursor.
Look, I'm telling you why. No, this is why it's the test. They said if you don't do this, you can't get your livelihood back.
Yep.
When the mark comes, it's gonna be like if you don't get this, you can't have a livelihood. You can't have an apartment, can't have a house, you can't drive a car, you can't do all this, and everybody's going to willingly do it because they want to continue to have their houses and cars.
They're gonna call me Robin Hood then. Rob, take from the rich.
Okay,
crazy. There you go. There you go.
We'll see. I'm just saying, a lot of people aren't willing to do that.
Hey,
a lot of people ain't willing to.
Well,
Your
I
family
told
members.
the black folks scary nowadays. Anyway, I've been told you that.
No, I'm just saying your family members are gonna tell on you. They gonna be like, this person ain't do this, and they gonna be like, why?
Well, see, now one thing I will say about my family, like the boy, even the one that's in the street, they know the Bible. They know about they. I promise you they won't do that.
Yeah. But understand this. Understand this. If they do get that mark, they're not your family no more. It's not the same person.
Remember though, too. Remember this. The devil doesn't present things like this is the mark of the beast. You better take it. So it's not going to be presented.
I know ain't nobody I know been put me. My mama won't put no chip in her for them to do nothing.
Hey, if that's the only way you can have your bank account and you could drive, get a permit and have a car and all that other stuff, that's what people would do.
Well,
it's gonna be
look like the police gonna be looking for us a lot. I ain't going.
No, it's as simple as a jab. It's literally just a jab. They get the needle and then they just do that.
Doing that.
Remember, we saw that at some companies. They were practicing.
Yeah, they got
Sure
was. They
was.
doing it in Sweden now.
Sure was.
He got
I
everything.
seen that, man, and
Got
I
that
was
chip
like, man,
in
did I just watch somebody lose their soul? Like that was crazy, man.
I'm good on
It was a company in California, wasn't it?
It was
But the only reason I know
overseas
better,
and Cali. I seen it happen. Yeah.
we know better because of the Bible. A lot of people don't know. They probably don't even know the Bible or read the Bible and then.
But even
believe
if they know the Bible, the thing is, you know, remember they say it'll be in your hand or in your forehead, right? Maybe Neuralink, whatever. But the point being is, it won't be presented as the mark of the beast.
We know it's not, but common sense, if you know what the damn thing tell you.
I would say this though, Bud. When desperation settles in, your flesh starts to take over. Your body will do whatever it has to do for survival. Preservation is literally a thing.
Yeah.
And it can literally override. You know what I mean? It's like look at it like this. Like your brain, when it gets tired, it will literally shut down. When it's too tired, it'll force you to go to sleep.
Yeah.
When your body is starving and hungry, it will make you do stuff to survive. So
the reason why I say the COVID thing is because people didn't even. It was just the idea of the threat because they were kind of saying if you don't get this, you'll lose your job, and people were just like, let me just go get it, let me go get this jab, right?
Yeah.
And that's just how it was from the top. It was the threat of losing your job.
Yep, exactly.
Well, you can
but see, I mean, with people who knew the Bible, and this is why it's important to study the Bible, especially back in that situation. It was vital because. I mean, the word even says those who would try to save their lives will lose it. And look at the results of it. The people who took that jab for the sake of their livelihood, what's happening to them now? They're dropping like flies because of all those blood clots they're getting in their body.
Yeah, it is a lot.
So
look, UP got a point though, man. We're gonna be like Demolition Man. Give me them rat burgers.
Give me a rat burger, man. We're gonna be living in the sewer, the underground city.
Oh, you know what? Somebody sent me. I'm gonna see if I can find this. This is before we get out of here. I want y'all to see this. I'm gonna find it real quick because they were like, "This is what it's gonna be like with the digital IDs." Now it's this company that's made this ad against digital IDs and USDCs. CBDCs and central bank digital coins. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for crypto, right? But if any tool can be used for evil,
that's true.
Know. All right, so I'm gonna pull this one up. I just gotta find where it is. Like somebody sent it I gotta find it on my phone first. But yeah, when I show you what it's going to turn into, bro, it's gonna be wild. Okay, it's on TikTok here. Conscious. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. And it's crazy because they passed that. I'm glad we ain't with the UN no more. America ain't, thanks to Trump.
Max just showed up.
What's going on, Max?
What up, Max?
Max said he will be marketed as the mark of the beast, and people will still line up for it, resistant. Oh, I think he meant to say he bet it will be marketed. Yeah. Okay, so he's saying he bets that they'll be open with the fact that it is the mark of the beast, and people will still line up to get it.
Well, I bet. I mean, we have a atheistic society. I don't think it's really Christian anymore. They just say it, but. I mean, I can see what he's saying. I can see that.
Motherfucker be talking about, here, come get the mark of the beast. Crazy as hell. I'm not gonna be looking at folks like y'all stupid as hell. In that shit, but y'all.
Yeah, but it's real. That's what they are definitely doing.
I
that
seen
down
that
there.
commercial. I got it on Instagram. If you want me to pull it up.
Oh, you seen the commercial I'm talking about?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go to my IG. Hold on. Yeah, I got it on now.
I'm trying to go to her page where the girl put it, but
I got shit to the K ass.
it's a lot of people. Oh, okay. I forgot an L. Okay. You know what? I probably have it now. There we go.
You found it.
Hold on. I'm on her page. It's this thing called Palantir.
I saved it.
You found it? Oh,
Yeah,
I found it. I found it. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this is what they're saying is going to happen when with all the central bank digital coins that just the UK just I guess allowed.
And
All
then
right,
with
this
UK
what
and China doing this too now.
China already been doing it.
Yeah.
All right, so check this out.
There is this new Palantir commercial ad that just came out that you guys need to check out. You guys do remember who Palantir is, right? The new data integration company that's helping the Department of Defense, the IRS, the DOD, Doge, and all these, and ICE, the People's Handling Immigration. But check this thing out, y'all. This is crazy.
Good morning, citizens. Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day. Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
Any extra credits? Please.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits have been automatically deducted.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Is what?
Yep.
Demolition Man.
Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
Oh, hell nah. I filed an extension.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead.
Mealworm. Hey, we was talking about that.
Yeah.
Can you guys please let me through?
Attention. Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended. Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
Fuck you! Take your surveillance policies and rot in hell!
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct.
Oh, wow.
This content exceeds your current social credit tier. May we suggest citizen responsibility? Sarah, open the door. You have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
Nowhere in the hell I'm getting that shit. Not doing
Man,
it, man.
I was about to say there's a so y'all familiar with the show Black Mirrors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just
That
like
was
that.
that was an
Well, they had
episode just like that
the
on there.
social media, yeah.
Yep, that joint was crazy, yo.
Yep. But oh yeah, let's play Max's Avatar. Shout out Max. But yeah,
Y'all
man,
go get that chip
that's
y'all
where we're
want
going.
to. I
Allow me
ain't
to
doing it.
introduce the man with the greenery that's from another land, but it blends with the scenery. Facts, direct, young, black, leader. Don't tell him to relax. He's already Max. Leisure.
Yeah, man. So that's what we're looking like going forward, man. UK, we're gonna see, and we always said if you look at UK, it always happens there first, then it comes to us.
But like UP said yesterday, the only reason it's gonna be harder for them because they ain't got all we not getting up no guns.
Right.
America won't give up their guns. Don't give a damn who gets shot. Charlie Kirk did that. You hear them both talking about getting up no guns, ain't you? All these mass shootings, people don't care nothing about that.
And even if they regulate the bullets, you got people all over the country that know how to make it.
Yeah, you buy them underground. I just tell Tony that you get anything. Listen, man.
I mean, you got 3D printers, bro. Like, stop it, bro.
There's no stopping it.
Look, he talking about
Yeah, Piff said, long they don't take back over, we'll be fine. Now, even if they do, people like Americans are still like, you gotta remember, still half the country is still like, yo, we ain't giving up these guns.
We ain't going out without a fight.
So it's easier to do all in them other countries because they don't have a way to protect themselves from their own government.
got guns. They gave up all their guns.
Yeah.
And which part of Canada say they've been a break off on Tyson? That I was asking.
Alberta.
Oh.
Alberta, okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when
Come
Alberta
on.
goes,
Come on to America.
like I was telling them yesterday, man. No, not yesterday. When we was doing the show? Was it yesterday?
Yeah,
I think it was yesterday. Yeah. Alberta is Canada's piggy bank. And when they leave, they're gonna be hurting. When they leave, the province beside them, Saskatchewan, I think that's what it's called. I think it's Saskatchewan. They're gonna end up leaving. And there's a third one that's considering it. So that's a good chunk of Canada that might be gone. And I mean, it's the 3 provinces that's like right at the top of America.
I mean, I don't think even if I don't think, and I think Antifa actually would be against that too if they were like,
yeah, Antifa ain't that damn what you call it now.
I think they would be against it too. Oh, we don't know. I don't know. Sometimes they be surprising me what they be on, and I don't know. But I would think maybe they'll be against it. I think so. So I don't
They
think
would definitely be against it if Trump proposed it or any Republican proposed it.
Yeah. If Trump, but I'm talking about if the left proposed it. You know what I'm saying? Like if Kamala got in there or something and proposed it.
Exactly.
I wonder if they would be against it.
They would, because you got to understand there's some of the part of it is attached. Because like I said, it's an umbrella term. And so you got some of those militant black groups that's a part of it.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact that, a lot of them, they wouldn't be going for any infringement on the Second Amendment. Yeah. That's the one thing that I could agree with them with.
Okay.
Is that.
But yeah, man. I think we stop it right there, but yeah, there's something to look into. Maybe we'll go more in depth as this rolls out. We're gonna be watching UK. Gunnar, hope we stay safe over there, man. And all y'all watching us, Piff, UP, Max, X, F, Gina, Andre. Who else was here that I can't remember? Will.
You said Max already, right?
Max, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So all y'all that was watching, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Any last words you about to say before we get up out of here?
Not really. Get ready to fight back if it comes down to it.
Hey man, if it comes to that, we got to fight. Damn, all that bullshit.
We're gonna hit up the Discord, Tony, or
well, I'm about to eat dinner, but I could
shoot me the link to it.
Okay, yeah.
That's next week, Jill.
Yeah. I got you. I'm gonna send that over to you. And but yeah, man, I'm about to go ahead and eat some dinner with the fam. I appreciate all y'all. Until next time, man. It look like we're doing movie night Tuesday. I forgot all about it. I thought it was Wednesday. My bad. Got all about it. So movie night Tuesday. All right, we about to get out of here, guys. Peace out.
Peace out.
this, we mad at that. We mad at the bullshit, don't get slapped. We mad at you, we mad at them. We snap at each other, but we always come back. It's the mad ones. It's the mad ones. It's the mad ones. You done pissed us off. Queen of Maps, whose island you on? Jeff, Gina, X, moderate on. While Will stays ill, Chief smoking that real. Ty said he gone, then he gone. UP and X, blacks can't go wrong. Gooner and Sonia, UK, stay up late. While Dre say we always late. We mad at this, mad at that. We mad at the bullshit, don't get slapped. We mad at you, we mad at them. We snap at each other, but we always come back. It's the mad ones. It's the mad ones. It's the mad ones. You done pissed us off. Yama let out in Puerto Rico. PJ is my amigo. Ocean in Australia. Real spill quick to tell ya. Red pops in late buying baby oil. Lock on, we see you staying loyal. Richard watching while he works and Blue does too. Mia sometimes is missing, but still makes it work. Dub's avatar so nice, we got to play it twice. Locked in throwing rocks, and Sonia keep popping up. Mad ones got much love, and you know we stay up. We mad at this, we mad at that. We mad at the bullshit, don't get slapped. We mad at you, we mad at them. We snap at each other, but we always come back. It's the mad ones. It's the mad ones. It's the mad ones. You done pissed us off.